I do have to start with some bad news, and it involves my New York Knicks. I'm ride or die for this team. My first game I ever went to as an NBA fan was the Knicks way back when I was a kid, and their season came to a difficult end Saturday night in Indy. Knicks kind of fell apart in the second half, got a little frustrated. Jalen Brunson delivering a headbutt. It did not end well, but it was a great season. Let's not lose sight of the fact that the Knicks had their best season this century. And, of course, there's hand-wringing from Knicks fans. What do we do? Do we fire Thibodeau? Do we trade Karl Anthony Towns? Hey, J-Mac, I got an idea. We could move off Mikal Bridges and get 2 role players. What do you think? What are the moves? And, listen, guys, I am reactionary sometimes. I try to be level-headed. Saturday night when the game ended, I need to take a few deep breaths. And then Sunday, I get my thoughts cleared. And Colin likes to call himself America's honesty broker. Well, I'm here to tell you as the commander in truth that the New York Knicks need to stand pat and not be reactionary. Not overreact. Let's not pander to blowhard New York radio hosts or back pages screaming about change. Sometimes the move is to do nothing. Obviously, you could tinker around the edges. The Knicks bench have a bunch of guys whose contracts are up, and we can make some moves. I'll talk about them shortly. But overall, big picture, we don't need to make any big moves. And I will point to the Indiana Pacers, okay? Last year, the Indiana Pacers went up against the Knicks, beat them in 7, go to the conference finals, and they get swept by Boston. Of course, Indiana, in the Midwest, they're a little more chill. Hey, what moves can we make? The Pacers did nothing. Not one move among their top 7, kept the head coach Carlisle. They're in the NBA Finals. Sometimes the move is to not make any big moves. So Jalen Brunson was asked after Game 6, hey, Thibodeau had a rough series. Is it time to move on? Here's Jalen Brunson talking about his head coach.
I feel like nobody takes more criticism than Tom, and this team obviously has turned around during his tenure. Do you kind of feel that going forward he's the same guy to lift you guys the rest of the way at next level?
Is that a real question right now?
I mean, I was never...
You just asked me if I believe that if he's the right guy. Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Come on.
Brunson handled it well. You could say he handled that question better than he handled the Indiana pressure in the series. Brunson was good. Obviously, I think he's leading the NBA in playoff scoring. He's had a great postseason. I do think we need a little less Brunson next year, maybe lean on our bench more. I saw a stat that the Knicks starters this season averaged like 97 points per game, which was the highest in the NBA in like 48 years. Newsflash, Thibodeau, you got to make some more changes. And I've been yelling from the rooftops, Tibbs, you got to put up or shut up. He beat Boston, guys. They took down the defending champs. Let's not gloss over that fact. I know Tatum got hurt, but the Knicks were in control of that series anyway at that point. So I'm actually here as the commander in truth to tell you, Knicks, we're not going after Giannis. Knicks, we don't need Kevin Durant. I think the pieces are in place for the Knicks to get back to the conference finals and extend to the NBA Finals next year. Let me remind you, Giannis is going to be shipped from Milwaukee, and there's a good chance he goes west, although there is a team in the East we're going to talk about that's making a move on him currently. But like the Cleveland Cavaliers, do they scare you? Do the Pacers really terrify you? They had a great series. But the Celtics, the best team in the East by far, they're going to be without Jason Tatum next year due to the Achilles. The East is wide open. And oh, by the way, Knicks fans, I know we're upset. Quick reminder, we were favored in the series against the Pacers. And oh, by the way, Game 1, if the Knicks don't blow a 14-point lead in the final 3 minutes, what happens in that series? Do things go in a different direction? Like, the Knicks are close. They're right there. And sometimes, New York fans, the best move is to do nothing. So, Commander in Truth says, Knicks, stand pat. No Giannis, no KD. We're good.